Welcome back to Creep on June and the penultimate chapter in our story of the Grim Wood. Now we left our twins fast asleep in the forest, having met the Sisters of Fate. Now when the twins awoke the next morning, they felt strangely calm and refreshed, and finding a basket of cheese and bread next to them, they tucked in hungrily. As they ate, they took stock of their situation. They had a string of blue pearls, a mirror, and some black and white threads. Although they still had no idea of where they were, they acknowledged that the last two encounters with people they'd had been much more positive than the earlier ones. Now the twins agreed, for once, but really the only thing they could do was continue walking through the forest on the path that the raven had set them on. And so, once they'd finished their breakfast, they continued down the path once more. As the twins continued down the path, fairly soon they came to a crossroads. As they approached, they noticed a tall, beautiful, regal-looking lady, dressed in fine blue clothes with eyes that gleamed. "You are the truth seekers," she announced as they approached. "Well, we certainly seek a way home," said Freddie rather bluntly. The woman handed him a black feather. "Then return to the Grimwood Castle and the truth will be revealed," she intoned. All at once, the feather burst into flames and a vision was revealed to the twins. The twins saw their father desperately searching for them, and they also saw their stepmother telling him how they had run away. They suddenly realised what had happened. The king never hated them, and their stepmother had deceived everybody. They realised that not only was it safe to go home, but their father was desperately missing them. But how to get back? The twins didn't know. They turned and looked at the beautiful lady dressed in blue, hoping she might have an answer. The lady turned and with a click of her fingers summoned a beautiful carriage. The carriage was surrounded in a blue mist, and the twins looked rather dubiously at it, for there were no horses pulling the carriage, and they wondered how it was ever going to move. But they dutifully climbed in. "One more thing before you go," the blue lady said softly. She handed the twins a beautiful, shining white shoe. "Give this to your stepmother when you get home," she told them. And with that, she closed the carriage door, and the twins started to feel it move slowly. However, the carriage did not move forwards as expected by the twins, but started to spin, gradually going faster and faster and faster. The twins held on for dear life, feeling increasingly dizzy, until they could hold on to consciousness no longer and passed into a deep sleep. And there we will find out what happens to the twins in our final episode next time.